Guys, we're going to do a take 2 on that now because I wasn't recording for YouTube. So you had the private showing ahead of time. Now we'll put it out to the world with YouTube, so I'll start it again. Sig, yes, I am recording it now. Let me do my thing, Sig. Stop atting me all the time. So, let me start over again. So I was talking to you about the GOAT because last night ESPN put out The Last Dance. It's an amazing, nostalgic documentary on Michael Jordan, the GOAT. LeBron's just a little pansy. I got to be careful what I say. A little crybaby pansy, cries all the time. LeBron couldn't even hold Jordan's jockstrap. Not even close to it. Jordan is a GOAT. So much so that I just whipped that. I had to say last night, I was like, I got to go whip out my Jordan gear. And I'm like, oh my God. Now I saw on Twitter last night, someone was saying, man, all the Jordan stuff's going to go like crazy and it's going to be worth a lot of money. And then I was like, good thing I was prepared because last season, I got my Jumpman hat and it's a full Jumpman tracksuit. You guys can hear it's got the sound. It's got all that good sound, right? And then on the back, right, it's got a big Jumpman back there. Full on. And then I saved the best part. I didn't even show you guys right here. This right here, guys. Let me just show you this right now. You know what these are? Try getting these right now. These are the Michael Jordan... What are they? The Air Jordan Retro 1 High OGs. You can say, well, what the heck does that mean? And I would tell you, these, try buying them right now. I got these, I'm not even going to, all right, so I have a shopping addiction. I normally don't spend a lot of money. I normally don't. But I'm really proud of myself on these. These are the ones that are like super expensive, right? So I got these last year. I don't normally spend this much on sneakers, but they were $545 last year. And I've been terrified to wear them. Obviously, as you can see, they're in very good condition. Last night, I go on GOAT, which is GOAT, it's the app. They were selling for $1,400 last night. I got mine for $545. So you can say, why don't you sell them? And I'm like, nope, I ain't that stupid. So now I'm rocking the whole gear now. I got the whole Jordan stuff. I like the sound of it, right? Got the tracksuit on. And then I just will be careful where I wear these out in public, right? Now I'm really afraid that somebody's going to jack me and try to take my kicks. But I even got the blue ones, the royal blue ones as well. So if you guys are in the trade room, I showed you guys a sneak peek. I did take a selfie for you guys. It took a bunch. I'm not really the best at selfies. This is probably my 20th selfie. Took about 20 tries. So there you go. You have a nice little, gave you a little backdrop. And just to show you what it looks like on, this is the full suit, guys, right? I mean, come on, that's hot. Look at that. I know you guys want that, but I'm sorry. It's going to be very difficult. It's probably going to be hard to get these hats, guys, but it is what it is. So for all you LeBron haters, please, please. He ain't nothing. But guys, you got to watch it. I think The Last Dance, I think they're going to put it on Netflix. It's on ESPN now, but man, was that good last night. Oh, I'm going to watch episode 2 tonight. All right, so let's get into it. Let's see, why can't I see, hold on one second. I can't see comments on Facebook for whatever reason. You Facebook peeps, I can't see your comments. I don't know why I'm not seeing them. That's very odd. Facebook and Twitter, I see them both, and why they're not on? Hold on one second. Restream. Give me 1 second, guys. Normally they have the box for everybody's comments for social media. And for whatever reason, I don't see them, of course. Jeez. Why do I not see them? That's on. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm trying to see. No, I can't see you guys. Well, anyways, guys, if you're on Twitter and Facebook, I cannot see your comments, and I have no clue the reason why. That's really freaking annoying. Me and technology, it doesn't work very well. All right, so let's build the watch list for tomorrow. Let me go back to the trade room and find you guys. Okay, cool. Yes, Angel, I did. I was showing my sneakers. All right, so let's do the large cap one first. So as you guys can see here, we have a rising wedge on the daily. So going back to that rising wedge. By the way, guys, do you guys like the glasses that match really well? I know some of you guys really like these glasses, and you're like, oh, wow, I really like when you wear those glasses. And then other people are like, why are you wearing those red, silly glasses? They are not red. They're orange, but you can't really tell from the stream. And I feel like they match with the outfit really, really well today. So I definitely had to wear the orange with it. So as you guys can see, here's the rising wedge on the daily. So it's hitting resistance at the 50 SMA. So we'll watch and see, guys, if it comes back down and can hold. We do have a 920 crossover on the daily, so we'll see if it can hold support here and continue up. Has kind of a shooting starish pattern right at resistance, so that typically means it's coming down. That doesn't mean crash per se, because you got to remember, see how everything's going right here on the daily. Got to watch and see if it holds that 9 EMA and kind of support right down in here. So let's start with large caps. We'll just see if there's anything. Well, we had Netflix on the other day. I showed you guys, we're looking at it right over in here. And boy, did it take off, huh? So Netflix continued up. That had an inverse head and shoulders breakout right off that bull flag, right off the daily. Bam. This is a nice one right here if you caught that. Right off of here. That's beautiful. That's what I like to see all day long, guys, is this stuff right here. Bull flag on the daily. I think we caught it when it was up here, and I was a little bit more nervous to put it on the watch list because it was already breaking out. But, man, that's the play right there. All day long. All right. Yeah. Some of these are going to be a little bit difficult because they're overextended. Ooh, Twitter might be interesting. Twitter might be interesting. We may put that one on because it has kind of a possible kind of flag and a cup and handle. This one may be squeezing, getting ready to break out. Let's take a look at the hourly. Hourly's not so hot, but it kind of has that kind of channel, and you might be sneaking in a possible flag right there. I'm probably going to put Twitter on. We'll come back to that one. AMD. Not so much. IBM. I don't know. Cisco maybe. It kind of has a rising wedge. This one may be continuing up. Let's look at the hourly. It's near resistance. Maybe we'll come back to that one. I'll put it down for a potential. We like to say the word potentially. Again, guys, sorry if you're posting comments on Twitter and Facebook. For whatever reason, the app that I'm using, I can normally always see it. Dan, if you're listening, for whatever reason, Restream is not showing the box for comments, which is just infuriating. So I apologize, guys, if you're on social media. I can't see you. USO today. This is where you got to be careful of, just because this is falling. You don't buy if people are pumping USO, right? If you hear people saying oil's going to go up, I'm going to buy and hold it long term. You know, don't just buy and hold it long term because somebody says that, right? You have to find support and find resistance levels. Right now, it may be holding support. We'll have to wait and see, but it's not looking so hot right now. It looks like it could still fall, so gotta watch and see. But this one I may actually put it on to see, because this thing's just getting pummeled, right? Absolutely pummeled. And it could still fall for sure, but this could be a hold long term. It's so dang cheap that, you could just buy this one and hold it for a little bit. So I may put it on just because it's so darn cheap. It's almost a penny stock right now. So we actually might put USO on. We'll come back to it. Who knows, I may put it on a day trade. I don't know what I'll put it on, but I'll see. You can see a lot of these guys. This is where I was saying to you guys, these large caps, many of them, they run with the market, right? And you'll see a lot of them have this same rising wedge pattern as the stock market, right? Microsoft, same kind of thing. Look, that rising wedge pattern running with the stock market. It's a bit overextended at the moment. Actually, I want to see. Ooh, Apple. That one may be interesting. I'm not a fan of this candle right here, but man, if Apple can hold support here, this one may fly. You guys can see kind of a... What the hell? So Apple has kind of that rising wedge, and then you guys kind of see some consolidation back. This may be setting up. If it can hold support here with the market, that may fly. Let's look at the hourly. And the hourly, it's kind of got like a falling wedge. It's kind of bearish on the hourly, but if it hits support and can break out, that might be interesting. I'm not a huge fan of it at the moment, though. So I'm going to put it on. I'll come back to it. We're going to go to... That's enough right now for some larger caps. Let's do the small cap ones for the day trade list tomorrow. All right. So... the good old pump and dumps. So guys, as you see, I've been trying to do the watch list a little bit better for you guys. I'm doing scans now between 2 to 6%, and I'm doing some lower ones because I want to watch them and see if they'll bounce off support levels with smaller candlesticks, because I'm trying to get them, avoiding them from being very overextended. I'm trying to find the plays that are pulling back to more of these support levels in anticipation of a breakout. So let's take a look and see CSCO. That's right. So I'm starting with the smaller ones first. So I'm looking for the pullbacks. I'm looking for the bull flags, right? Stuff like comes back not out here, but stuff that gets near here for the break, right? So not as far away from the moving average lines. I want them down here, right? Down here, down here. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm trying to get those flag plays for you guys on a breakout. Whereas right here, you can see it's smacked up against resistance. I try to avoid putting those on the watch list. This one may be interesting. These get a little bit interesting when you get a lot of consolidation down here. Kind of has an inverse head and shoulders. There is a daily gap, or if this gets a pump, it may want to fill that gap. So it kind of has an inverse head and shoulders, kind of a descending triangle too. What might be holding a bottom. Let's take a look at the hourly. Yeah, this may be setting up for a squeeze to possibly pump up. So I actually might put BXRX on there. I'll put the alerts on at the end for you guys. So as you guys will see, I always look at BBAR and I always think of Bill Barr. I'm sure some of you will laugh, and then some of you will probably be triggered saying, I can't believe you just said Bill Barr on the stream. That's our world today, right? Some people will get a chuckle, and then other people will say, that guy say Bill Barr. How could he possibly say his name? Right? That's our world that we live in. But anyways, I had that on the watch list. I was telling you guys, watch up in this gap right up in here. And as you can see, it kind of smacked off of it, came back down today. The volume didn't really move up on it, but some of these ones, that's what I said in our watch list, they kind of slowly grind up. You might not get much volume. It might have a pullback, and then it'll go and launch and get volume in a couple of days or so. So we got to watch and see. That one's a slower grind, but all right, this is something I might actually put on, because it's kind of it's bouncing off that 9 EMA, kind of has a flag, possible pennant, cup and a handle-ish. Let's take a look at the hourly. Kind of weird on the hourly, but maybe. I'll put it on, I'll readdress it. This one it's got a hammer, so I like something like this. I wish it was a little bit further down, but again, these penny stocks, they're not as clean as you'll see with large cap stocks. This one may be interesting. So this one kind of has a possible flag and pennant formation. This one, let's take a look at the hourly. Maybe. Kind of has a head and shoulders, but it might be pulling a flag pattern right here. So this one could be interesting. Buyers may be coming in on this one right over here. You could bear flag and fail, but if it breaks out, maybe take a look at that one. We'll come back to it. That is CVET. Oh, let me go back. Let me go to, let's see, Bitcoin. Oh, good old Bitcoin, huh? Is Bitcoin $1 million yet? Anybody know yet? I don't see it. I don't see it as $1 million yet. Well, Bitcoin doesn't follow the charts. Well, that's a bunch of bullshit. Everything follows charts, guys, right? Lower highs forming, lower highs forming. But Bitcoin's gonna be $1 million. It's the government suppressing it. Blah 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 blah, and blah 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 blah. Right? Still follows the charts. You know, gotta watch and see. Maybe it'll pump up. Maybe this will form a cup and handle. Maybe this will be a falling wedge and break out. But it's got to break this high and then this high and this high and then, you know what I mean? Follow the charts, guys. Anybody that tells you that Bitcoin doesn't follow, that Bitcoin charts don't matter, tell them they're full of shit, because they do. Every stock chart matters. You want to buy low, sell high. Buy at support, sell at resistance. Hmm. This is interesting. Might be creeping up. I don't know. I might skip that one. ARNC. This is the stuff we try to avoid, guys. Like when something breaks out, we try to avoid it when it's way out here for you guys. We're trying to find it when it's back here, so you ideally can get the breakout. You know, something where it's kind of back in here. That's the stuff I'm looking for. I avoid like all of this kind of stuff. I'm looking for something to kind of maybe goes up or it's about to break and break out and has some room to run. That's why you'll see when I go through most of these, you know, I might go through 50 stocks and only find 5, you know. And then 1 or 2 will run maybe the next day, and then the rest might take a few days. This is something I might start to look at right here, right? Penny stock, sub $1, kind of has a possible flag here. This one may be setting to possibly break out, you know, possible cup and handle-ish. I don't like the hourly, but this may be setting up for a pump. So it's stuff like this I'd like to start to look at right here. You know, it kind of breaks out, starts to come down here, and then you can see if it's a... You know, if this thing can break out, you know, maybe it'll break out and then, you know, $1 on up. You know, again, it's on these ones that are sub $1, if it moves up 10 or 20 cents, you know, a lot of the penny stock pumpers are watching these ones that are sub $1. So we might put that on because it might be being watched. Guys, my Jordans are very comfortable on my mat that I'm wearing here today. They're just standing on my mat, wearing my OGs. These are really good shape. I told you guys I will sell this whole entire outfit for you guys with... I'll actually throw in my royal blue Jordans as well. They're in as good a shape as the OGs here for $1 million. If you guys give me $1 million, I will give you the whole outfit. It's worn by me. I am a stock guru, so it brings value to the outfit, right? So it's a famous, kind of a YouTube sensation, right? So you put that all together, it's got more value. So $1 million is fair. I wish I could see comments on social media today. It really bothers me. This one, this one may be interesting. Kind of got a rising wedge. Kind of a rising wedge, kind of a rising pattern. You can see this one may be moving up. This one may have some room. I like that one a little bit. Kind of a flat top formation forming. 920 crossover, might have some room up. Let's look at the hourly. I like it on the hourly. See, this is what I like. I like this. Has some room. It might have some room up to $7. If this thing moves up from $6.43 to $7, that's a, you know, potential 50 cent move or so. You know, and if you scalp 10, 15, 20 cents out of it, not bad. So that one I like. I like that one. That's my favorite one, I think, so far. What was that? EVH. Potentially. This one may be squeezing up. ABUS. This one may be setting up. Maybe put ABUS. You guys see what I'm talking about though, right? I'm looking for these. Ideally, I'd like to see it above the 20, so I'd like to see them where it's above. But I'm looking for these small little kind of closes above the moving average lines. I try to avoid, again, like, this one may not be so bad. I'm trying to get, that one's a little bit crazier, but. That one may. EIGI. I may like that one. Kind of riding a trend up. I like these slower kind of grinders, right? So you can see it's kind of riding moving average lines. If it can hold, I wish it was a little bit smaller back. This is where I ideally would have wanted to catch it for you guys. But this one may move up sooner, or it may pull back a little bit here and then go and continue upwards. So I might put EIGI on. You guys can see this one's creeping maybe about $1. That one might get a pump. Kind of has an inverse head and shoulders-ish too. I may put that one on. BGFV. All right, so I'm gonna scroll. I'm gonna wean this penny stocks list to under 5 or to 5. So I may put that one on. I may skip that one. Which one do I want? ABUS or? Which one do I like better out of those two? That one. What is that one? That one's riding a trend more upwards. Abyss. I like that one. I might skip this one. I'll take this one off. COCP. Get rid of that one. Might get rid of this one. All right, so I think I'm going to get rid of BXRX. Okay, so now we have. Oh, you guys I like this, huh? It's like the old. That was so nostalgic, man. Watching that documentary last night, seeing the GOAT, not crybaby LeBron. Freaking Jordan goes out there like it's nothing. Guys, as you guys can see, too, my head is just like Michael Jordan, too. This was not done on purpose, not to copy Mike, but I actually shaved it today in honor of, not in honor of MJ, but I just did. I actually cut my head shaving today. I don't usually do that, but I cut it when I shaved up top there. But I'm like Mike, guys. Got my OGs on, got the whole outfit, got the whole tracksuit on. Feel good. All right, so let's put the alerts on. Buck 40, 110. Resistance between 108 to 140. Inverse head and shoulders on daily. Watch if price can break out with resistance between 1.08 to 140-ish. Okay, so this is very interesting, guys. You guys have probably heard me complaining every single day about my mouse now, like every single day for about a few months or a couple months now, like every day. I did nothing today. And for whatever reason, I can use it. I have no clue why, but I can scroll in and out with no problems. I haven't been able to do that for months. And I didn't do anything different. But then I'm streaming today, and I can't, just like I normally stream, and I can't see a chat box for Twitter or Facebook. And I did nothing. It's super frustrating. All right. So this one's a little bit overextended. So watch if it can break 252. You can see some support right down here at 225 as it broke out. This is one of those ones from our watch list, guys. If it doesn't continue up right away, it may have a couple pullback days, have the 9 catch up, it flags, and then it goes up, right? So you can see some resistance at the 50 SMA. So all right, so a bit overextended. Watch for potential continuation with resistance around 50 SMA on daily. ABUS. Oh, this one might be doing an ascending triangle, guys. You see that? Ooh, that might have a... I didn't even see that. Kind of an ascending triangle, but also an inverse head and shoulders. Head, left shoulder, right shoulder. This one may be setting up to break out. Some resistance around 143. Oh, got a flag on the daily, too. All right, so possible flag formation on the daily. Watch if price can break out above 20 EMA on the daily. Right over here. And it's got some resistance around 140s or so. But these are like, you know, with these penny stocks, when they pump, they can pump up pretty quickly. The same thing as when they dump, they can dump quickly as well. All right. Kind of a flat top formation here. This can continue up between 7 to 740 resistance. Between here all right, so this will be watch for possible flat top break with resistance between $7 to the 50 SMA on daily. So you guys see this? So if it continues up, some resistance between $7 to that 50 SMA. Possible cup and handle flag, $2 resistance. Possible flag within cup and handle on daily. Watch if price can break above $2 area. All right. Oops, I want to cancel these ones. My large cap ones did not do so hot today. Shoot, which ones did I... Okay, let me see. BA. Cancel that one. One, two, three, four, five, at or above. All right, so let's do the alerts for the large caps, and then we'll be Jadunzo. All right, so this one kind of has a cup and handle-ish, kind of a flag formation. This is interesting. Kind of a flag formation. This one may be setting up. So if you guys notice, I try to bring your attention to the patterns, right? So falling wedge formation on 1 hour. Watch for possible breakout with resistance between 28 to $29. $29.15. So you got this falling wedge. If price can break out, watch for resistance between that $28 to $29 range. No, I'm not going to put Cisco on. All right, so Apple's at this really, really critical support level. Runs with the market. If the market gets a bounce and Apple gets a bounce, Apple may get a bounce near the market. If the market holds, this thing may fly if it kind of bounces right off support here. I don't like the setup as much as I do with the SPY, but gotta watch and see. It actually may go down and fill this gap down right here. It may fill that gap down right here and then go and bounce up. I could see it bouncing right here, filling that gap, forming maybe a hammer. So maybe it'll fall down, hit a hammer, bounce up, and then launch. You guys see what I'm looking at? It's this gap on the daily right here. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, if you right-click on the charts, if you're using Thinkorswim, right-click, create alert. I can see it poking right down here, setting up, and then launching. Again, it could fail as well, but I can expect that gap to fill down. Let's see if there's a gap on the daily. Yeah, right there. All right, I can see. Yeah, all right, I can see it's probably gonna do that right on the frickin'. Yeah, I can see it filling that gap down. I'm telling you guys, mark my words, but all you Trump haters out there, I think you're gonna get screwed because I think Trump's gonna mess with people. He's gonna buy this thing back up. My instinct is I just truly think, and you can say, and this is all the bull. Everybody's got the, well, how can the market go up? The market's, everybody's not think, they're thinking somewhat logically, right? Because it does make sense. How the heck would the stock market go up when the country's closed? That actually is a very logical argument. The problem is, the Fed's already said they're going to keep buying stocks and buying this stuff. So you can say, well, that's not going to blah, 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 blah. Guys, I'm not telling you this thing's going to fly forever. I'm saying I personally think Trump's going to prop it up until the election. After the election, I think all gloves are off on both sides. I think we're going to get hammered. But, I mean, I think he's going to bring this. I think he's going to bring it back up to all-time highs and probably break it before the election. And you could say, how the heck's he going to do it? He already said it's the Fed. If the Fed buys stocks and prop up the market and you try to short it, I mean, you can see there's a lot of bullish indicators, guys. You can see a nice looking flag setting up there, right there off the daily. That's the right on Apple, man. This thing could rip and fly. Look at that channel. You might just take this channel up right back to all-time highs right here. And then when it fails, you know, right up here, like I've been showing you guys, right? This is Apple, runs with the markets. Telling you, I think he's gonna totally F the bears and they're gonna freak out. I think he's gonna totally screw the bears, prop it up, and people are gonna lose their shit. They're gonna lose their minds. It's gonna be glorious. And if you're gonna quit our trading company because I said something positive about Trump, then that's fine. I want him to screw the bears now. I'm bullish again, guys. I feel better. I was definitely bearish for a while because I wanted to be right, because I was prideful and I was like, let this market drop I'm done with that now. I don't care. QE, print us out of it, put that fake money in the market. And you can say, that's wrong, that's terrible. Well, you know what? It's been terrible. They've been doing it since 2008, right? It wasn't Trump's fault. Who was in office back in 2008 until Trump? It wasn't Trump, right? So if you don't like Trump doing it, then you shouldn't like Obama doing it. But the fact of the matter is, if Obama didn't do it, you'd never get your money back in your 401k. If Trump doesn't do it, you're not getting your money back in your 401k. So if you like your 401k, you better start loving quantitative easing. And then when you get your money back in your 401k, go safe for a while until you figure out what the heck Trump's going to do his second term if he gets elected. Who the heck knows what happens? Could change the system, or he can keep propping it up for 8 years with quantitative easing. We'll see. All that to be said, I'm putting Apple on for a possible breakout. Where is it? 280. Kind of that pennant, kind of a falling pennant flag. 280, 850. 280, 850. 280, 850. So this one's going to be interesting. So watch if price fills gap below, then gets a bounce and breaks out of flag with resistance around resistance below 290. So you guys see what I'm saying? Watch if price fills the gap below on daily. Then gets a bounce, so fills the gap below, then gets a bounce and breaks out of the flag with resistance below 290. Watch it, guys. He's going to bounce this stuff. There's an inverse head and shoulders. There's a cup and handle. It holds that 50 SMA, baby. This is going to prop it up. QE. Quantitative easing. We love it, right? We love quantitative easing. It's terrible, guys. It's terrible for the system, but guess what? Without it, your 401k screwed. So that's the thing, right? You want your 401k back, you better hope he uses quantitative easing. or get it back in 5 to 10 years from now. Whatever. It ain't coming back just naturally without something. What the heck do I know, though, right? We'll see. All right, so USL right now, this is a crapshoot. This thing could fall. It could do whatever, but jeez. Watch if support can hold. Let's see here. Oil getting hammered. Watch for possible base and reversal with resistance at MA lines, moving average lines. All right. That's all of them, guys. So that's what I got for you guys. Again, sorry for people on social media. I cannot see your friggin' comments right now. That really ticks me off. All right. Feds are going to buy equities. Yep. What's my thoughts on MU? Let me see. Not looking so hot. Yeah. So broke the trend line right up over in there. Now you want to see, if you're bullish on MU, you want to see it hold right here badly and continue up, right? You want to see it go up in a rising wedge. Not looking so hot at the moment, though. That could easily fall. Let's look at the hourly. Yeah, it's not looking so good. But again, watch and see if it can hold. Yeah, it's not looking so hot. Yeah, if you're bullish on it. All right, so guys, there's sports again on. I don't know if Netflix has. Let me actually see. Let's do a little Google search because this is. Who is that guy? That guy's fire. I'm just saying. I'm gonna start using the cool kid terms. Who's that guy? That's fire right there on social media. Dang. How could you buy that stuff? I bet you probably couldn't even buy that right now. Guy looks like, look at this. And look at that right here, guys. Look at those kicks. Try to buy those right now, about $1,400. Look at how nice those look. Nice and clean. I keep them nice and clean and all that. Got my royal blue ones. The GOAT is back. He's back, taking over. Let's see. Where is this? For you guys that haven't seen it yet, let's see. What is it? The Last Dance. Netflix. Look at that. Right here. This is what we're looking for. Ah, here we go. Will The Last Dance be on Netflix? Sunday night starting April 19th. Ah, so is it already on there? I got to take a look. Guys, you guys got to watch this. It was so awesome. Yep. My mother's calling me. She's probably calling me before the Trump news conference. Lou, you were right. Of course I was right. I was right about a lot of things. I was right about the stock market coming down. I was right about funny stuff going on with stuff that I'm just funny things we won't talk about. I can speak in Pig Latin. Einache. Funny Einache stuff going on. All right, so when is this? It's going to be... so it must be on Netflix now, huh? Guys, you guys got to watch this. This is so good. Jordan's the hands down the GOAT. Nurse Trader, was it on Netflix last night? Because I watched it on ESPN. And guys, if you're new to us and you haven't followed us yet, if you head over to our website at bullishbears.com, you can start your free membership right here. Take our free courses. Oh, you saw it on ESPN? That's what I did too as well. So you can take our free courses over here and get started. And then if you want to join up here, you can click subscribe to come join our community. Try us out. We have a whole trade room right up over in here. So each night we do our day trade, our day trade watch list and our swing trade watch list right here. So you guys can, see our watch list each night over here. And then we post the alerts that I just showed you guys right over here, right under alert setup. So every night by 9 at night. So yes, we know that some of you lurkers on YouTube, you can go through my whole videos, and God bless you. If you want to listen to me rant for an hour and go through all the alerts, cool. There you go. If you want to cut through the BS, you can get right to the, but it's not BS. I'm very enjoyable to listen to, you know. So put the trade alerts right over in there. All right, guys. So that's that. I'll give you one last look again. So you got here, this is an amazing tracksuit right here. You can see my Jumpman big logo on the back. I might start rocking this a little bit more. As I showed you guys from the beginning, look, even they smell brand new too. These are beautiful. These are gorgeous right here. I mean, these are a very sexy shoe. You have to admit, these are fire. That's what the cool kids say, fire. So that's what I got for you guys. You have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all later. Enjoy.